Hello, everyone. This is the MD Subambassador coming to you live from beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. And today is our very first interview with a very strong and radiant member of our paddle community down here in Florida. Her name is Ruth Ann Steen. Say hi, everyone.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing?
We can't hear your response, but hopefully everyone out there is doing very well. So, what I wanted to do today is just introduce you all to Ruth and have her tell you a little bit about yourself and your SUP journey so far, how you discovered SUP and how you got into racing, and just in general a little bit about you.
Okay, great. Well, I started racing. I used to kayak a lot, and I would kayak in Tennessee. I lived in Chattanooga, and kayak on the Tennessee River. And then I saw people paddleboarding. I was like, oh, that looks like a ton of fun. And so just ended up with my best friend at the time. She and I used to kayak together, and we decided to try paddleboarding. Fell in love with it. Started paddleboarding with her. And then I was telling Ellison earlier that I just have this natural competitive spirit, and so I naturally would just go out on my paddleboard and time myself and try to beat my times. And I didn't even really know racing existed. I just thought that made it more fun and made it, I got a good workout. And so I think I had heard a little bit about racing, but not much. And then I moved to St. Augustine almost 8 years ago.
Because you're originally from
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
moved here from Chattanooga. And one of the people that I met here told me about a race because she knew I paddled. So I did a little local race and I won. So, that gets it makes me like, oh, now I want to do it more. Oh, and I had actually done a race in the Outer Banks of North Carolina before that.
Oh.
My first race, and it was in the ocean. It was a little 1 miler, super short, but I placed in that and at least got like third or something, but that also got my competitive spirit going.
Excellent.
And so anyway, I was out here where we are on this little waterway. It's called Salt Run, and I was out here just on my board, like paddling as fast as I could, kind of thing, and training. And there was a little race in Ponte Vedra that I had done at one point, and I met Lisa Camella there, and Erie was at that race too. But I didn't know him then. I met Lisa there, and then I was out here training, not even really training for races. And Erie happened to paddle up to me and be like, "Hey, looks like you're training. Do you want some pointers?" And kind of helped me out. And it was really through Erie that I found out more about races happening and how you find out about races, and maybe getting a flying fish board, like an actual racing board. I didn't have a racing board at the time. And so that's really that was just a couple of years ago. So
That's so interesting how Erie was the one that got you into racing. Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah. And now Lisa and Erie and I run a little paddleboarding business together called Sunsol Supco, and we take people out. We do paddle fit, and we do some training, but mainly just take tourists out and locals out. And
Give
stuff.
us the name of the business one more time.
Sunsol Supco, SUNSAL Supco.
Ah, I
So,
see.
Yeah.
But I like
Yeah.
that name.
Yeah. So and I have fallen in love with it, and I love racing. It is my favorite thing. I love just getting out in the water and training, and try to do it pretty much every day, actually.
That's
So,
great. We love
yeah.
to hear that. And the next race that you're training for is?
Tomorrow, we're racing it together.
Yes.
Yes, the St. John's River Challenge. I think that's what it's called.
The St. John's River Challenge.
Yes.
It's part of the USA SUP Southeast Regional Racing Series, race number 2. Race number 1 was just this past weekend in Fort Pierce, the Treasure Coast Paddle Battle, which you may have seen on live stream. If you missed it, be sure to check out the pictures from Lisa B. They are spectacular, especially from the finishes and the ocean starts and the hoolies and the OC6s, everything. It was amazing. It was my first time, and this coming weekend in Jacksonville, it'll be my first race there as well. So I'm super excited, especially to be there with Ruth, who I first met at the Carolina Cup in 2012. 23.
23, yes.
23,
Yep.
yes. Yes, that's
That
where
is
we
right.
first met.
Yeah.
She originally stood out to me because she looked like a super strong paddler. I was like, whoa, she looks really intense. I'm going to have to, trade some carbon with her out on the waterways. And I actually ended up getting some really nice footage of you, which I believe you saw,
Yes,
right,
yeah,
in my little video. I'm going to try and do more of that because for me, I think it's always really exciting to see the race from the perspective of the racer and not just have it on you. But yeah, that's something I want to do more of. And yeah, you look really good in that, by the way.
Thanks.
If you should definitely take some paddling tips from you, for sure. So yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. That wraps it up. It's a little windy out here today, so we're not sure about training. Plus, it's the day before a race anyway, so we're just gonna have a quiet, chill day and look forward to the weekend.
Yeah.
See you all next time for episode number 2.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See ya.